Hello friends, welcome to UPSC Logics and my name is Siddharth and today I am going to discuss the Swadeshi Movement 1905. So in the last video on the partition of Bengal, we had seen that how the anti-partition movement took place and yet the government decided that it was going to go ahead with the partition of Bengal on 16th of October 1905. So the Swadeshi movement was in fact a result of this particular partition of Bengal, and this particular movement took the nation in its stride. So there was a spirit of nationalism that was developed through this movement, and it was the time when everybody wanted to adopt Swadeshi and boycott the foreign goods. So let us have a look at the Swadeshi movement. And in this video, we shall have a look at the Swadeshi movement, then the launching of the Swadeshi movement, the origin, the Vande Mataram theme, the creative use of festival and melas. Now the Swadeshi movement owes its origin to the anti-partition movement. The fact is that the population of Bengal had grown to 78 million and it had become difficult to manage. So the British, instead of dividing it on the non-Bengali areas, the division was done on the basis of Hindus and Muslims. So this was the political reason behind it. And the whole idea behind this particular division or partition was to succeed in dividing the Hindu politicians of West and East Bengal and increase the Hindu-Muslim tensions. So Swadeshi was a movement that was started by the leaderships or the moderates, and this brought the people together. It also saw the emergence of major trends in the political movements as Swadeshi and Swaraj became the buzzwords of the day and it became the slogan of the common man. Now let us have a look at the launch of the movement, and the formal proclamation of the movement was made on 7th of August 1905, and this was done from Calcutta Town Hall. So this was much before government actually announced that the partition of Bengal was going to take effect from 16th of October 1905, and the government made this announcement on 1st of September 1905. So by that time the Swadeshi movement had already been launched and moderate leaders like S.N. Banerjee urged to boycott the Manchester cloth and the Liverpool salt. So there were protest meetings that were held every day in Bengal and at least 10 to 12,000 people attended these meetings. And this particular message of boycott was really driven home and the use of Swadeshi really became a fashion as the price of the British cloth, and it is the economic which always tells you that whether a movement was successful or not. So the price of the British cloth fell from 5 to 15 times between September 1904 to 1905. So the Vande Mataram theme, what it was all about? It was basically the day of 16th October 1905 that had been declared as a day of mourning in Bengal. So people fasted and no food was made in the kitchens, and people got up early on that particular day and walked barefoot to the Ganges, and after that they began to sing the song Vande Mataram spontaneously in the streets. So this particular song actually became the theme song of the movement, and people tied Rakhis as a symbol of unity on each other's hand. Later in the day, Anand Mohan Bose and S.N. Banerjee addressed two huge sessions of almost 75,000 people, and a sum of 50,000 was collected within hours for this particular national movement. So this was the Vande Mataram thing where people actually came out on the streets and started singing the song Vande Mataram on 16th of October 1905. So the Swadeshi movement really saw the use of festivals also as a means of spreading the message of Swadeshi, and this particular movement saw the creative use of traditional and popular festivals and melas as means of reaching out to the masses. So the Ganpati festival that was started in 1893 and Shivaji festival in 95 by Bal Gangadhar Tilak became the means of propaganda not only in Western India but also in Bengal. And Rabindranath Tagore's contribution towards the mental and emotional preparation of the people of Bengal is actually commendable. So Rabindranath Tagore was a person who had joined this movement from the very beginning, and he wrote in lot of Bengali periodicals in form of essays, stories, poems that inspired the Bengali mind. And his contribution towards the music is something that is commendable again, because the quality of music or the songs or the patriotic songs that he wrote really touched the chord with the Bengalis, and they felt a sense of love and pride for their country. So friends, this brings us to the end of this video on the course of Swadeshi movement. And in the next video, we shall have a look at the impact of Swadeshi movement. So we shall be covering the economic impact, the cultural impact, the artistic and scientific impact, and the political impact. So thank you so much for watching, and do like and subscribe to the channel if you're watching it for the first time. And don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest notifications from UPSC Logics. Thank you so much for watching, and Jai Hind.